Welcome to episode 9 of 30 Days of Wild Wonders. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious glowing world of jellyfish. These ancient, brainless creatures have floated through Earth's oceans for over 500 million years, long before dinosaurs even existed. They pulse like ghosts, drift like dancers, and sting like ninjas, with no heart, no brain, and almost no body at all. In this episode, we'll uncover the weird, wild, and downright unbelievable facts that make jellyfish one of nature's strangest wonders. Some jellyfish have a built-in nightlight. Many species are bioluminescent, meaning they can produce their own light. They use this glow to confuse predators, attract prey, or communicate in the deep, dark parts of the ocean where sunlight never reaches. Jellyfish are about 95 to 98% water, no wonder they feel so squishy. Their soft, transparent bodies are held together by a thin layer of skin and a simple structure called mesoglea, which acts like a watery jelly. That's why when they wash up on shore, they seem to disappear quickly. They're almost entirely water. Meet the Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish. When faced with stress, aging, or injury, it can revert its body back to its earliest stage of life and start over, like pressing a reset button. In theory, this cycle can repeat forever, making it one of the only creatures known to potentially live forever. Jellyfish don't sting out of anger, they sting by accident. Their tentacles are covered with special cells called nematocysts, which fire tiny venom-filled harpoons when touched. These stingers work automatically, even if the jellyfish is dead. You've heard of the blue whale, the biggest animal on Earth, right? But did you know there's a jellyfish that's even longer? Meet the lion's mane jellyfish. Its tentacles can grow up to 120 feet long. That's longer than a blue whale, which reaches around 100 feet. These massive jellyfish drift through cold oceans with their stinging tentacles trailing like a giant underwater curtain. Beautiful, but definitely not something you'd want to swim into. Jellyfish look like they're swimming, but here's the twist. They're not really. Most jellyfish don't actively swim like fish do. They drift with ocean currents just like plankton. Their pulsing movements help them stay afloat, but it's the ocean that decides where they go. So next time you see one floating by, remember, it's just going with the flow. Jellyfish may look alien, and they kind of are. They have no brain, no heart, and no bones, yet they can move, hunt, and react to their surroundings. Instead of a brain, they use a simple nerve net to sense touch, light, and movement. It's a minimal design, but it works perfectly for life in the ocean. Some jellyfish have an amazing ability: they can clone themselves. If a jellyfish is injured or split into pieces, certain species can regenerate into completely new jellyfish. It's like turning one into two, or even more. This helps them survive injuries and keep their population growing. You probably think jellyfish are just blobs floating in the sea. But did you know some jellyfish actually have eyes? The box jellyfish has not one, not two, but 24 eyes. And these aren't simple dots. They have lenses, corneas, and even retinas like ours. These eyes help them detect light and obstacles, making them one of the smartest jellyfish out there. Let's start with just how ancient jellyfish really are. They have been floating through Earth's oceans for over 500 million years, long before dinosaurs, trees, or even fish with jaws existed. Fossils show they have not changed much since then, making them one of the oldest and most successful creatures on the planet. Here's a weird jellyfish fact you won't forget. They eat and poop from the same hole. Yep, one opening acts as both mouth and anus. Food goes in, waste comes out, all through that single spot. It might sound gross, but for jellyfish, it's a perfectly simple design. What if you could grow a whole new you from just one part? Well, some jellyfish can. If a jellyfish is injured, a piece of its body can regenerate into a whole new jellyfish. It's like nature's version of copy-paste. Cloning? For them, it's just another day in the ocean. Despite the name, jellyfish aren't fish at all. They don't have bones, backbones, or even a brain. They're actually invertebrates, and they belong to a group called Cnidaria, alongside corals and sea anemones. So next time you say jellyfish, just know, it's kind of a mislabel. You've heard of a school of fish or a flock of birds, but what do you call a group of jellyfish? Get this, it's called a smack. Yep, a smack of jellyfish floating through the sea. You can also call them a bloom or a swarm, but let's be honest, smack is way more fun. Jellyfish don't start life looking like jellyfish. They begin as tiny polyps, kind of like sea stalks, stuck to surfaces. Over time, those polyps transform into the floating form we all recognize, the medusa, the classic jellyfish shape. So, yep, jellyfish go through a total ocean makeover. Not all jellyfish are harmless blobs floating around. Some are deadly. The box jellyfish and the tiny irukandji jellyfish carry venom so powerful, it can be fatal to humans. One sting can cause intense pain, heart failure, or even death in just minutes. Beautiful, but better admired from a distance. How do jellyfish breathe if they don't have lungs or gills? Here's the cool part. They don't need them. Jellyfish absorb oxygen directly through their skin. Their bodies are so thin and watery that oxygen just flows in from the water around them. Simple and efficient. Jellyfish style. Ever wonder how jellyfish sting so fast? They use special cells called cnidocytes like microscopic harpoon guns. These cells fire venomous darts in a split second to catch prey or defend themselves. Touch a tentacle and zap. It's already too late. Nature's got some wild tech. Jellyfish are true ocean explorers. They're found in every ocean on Earth, from warm tropical waters to the icy depths. Some even live under Arctic ice. Whether near the surface or deep in the dark sea, jellyfish have made the whole ocean their home. They're the ultimate sea survivors. Jellyfish didn't just amaze ocean lovers, they changed science forever. A glowing protein called GFP, green fluorescent protein, found in jellyfish, helped scientists light up cells in research. It became a game changer in genetics and cell biology, and even won a Nobel Prize in 2008, from the ocean to the lab.